Norwegian. that is amongst his many gifts. Ladies and gentlemen, what a tremendous sign of the health of the London economy that we have such an incredible turnout tonight, and a sign, I think, of the attractiveness of London as a place to do business. And welcome to this fantastic room. Not so long ago, I was being given a series of presentations by the cream of the London advertising and marketing industry. And they're very, very exclusive, all with sort of special lozenge-shaped spectacles and earrings. And I was wondering, I was sort of, I'm going to say, with huge excitement, because they were going to present to me a new brand for London. And I was, oh God, I was hugging myself like Simon Cowell in the X Factor, wondering what they were going to come up with. Was it going to be a fruit? I thought, a furry animal. I didn't know what it was going to be. I thought we couldn't really have a fruit because New York already has the apple, and I think Seville has the orange, and I think Quito probably has the banana, or somewhere like Quito. It couldn't be a British bulldog, because that animal would almost certainly be banned by the deputy mayor for policing Kit Malthouse as a weapon dog. And so they did make their presentation. It was very, very, very interesting. But you know, do you know what I really thought? I thought, we don't need a fruit. In London, we don't need a mermaid or a small child urinating. We already have one of the great brands of the world in those 6 letters in London, don't we? Indeed. And it's a city that is recognised around the world. And not just that, it is still the world capital of finance, by the way, in spite of the recent tumult in the markets and everything that you will see. We still have, I think, 330,000 people employed in financial services as against 319,000 in New York. We're still the world capital. We have the time zone, we have the language, we are the world capital of universities. No other city in the world. Still true. £5 billion it's worth to the London economy. No other city has so many top-class universities, and that is because we're a multicultural, generous, open-hearted, dynamic city that welcomes people, aren't we?
Absolutely.
And it is an incredible fact that when the world comes to London in 2012 to see the Olympics, and I hope very much that you'll all be there, there will be athletic teams. Do you know this? From 50 countries from around the world that will have a home crowd in London of more than 10,000 people. There is no other city that can claim that kind of diversity, and I think that makes London incredibly attractive. It helps to make it the world capital, not just of business, but of culture and art and media as well. And as I never tire of telling Mayor Bloomberg of New York, we have twice as many bookshops as New York, and we have more museums than Paris, and I might add, it rains more in Rome. And if you wanted any evidence of the dynamism of the London economy, then let me point you to the incredible success of the West End throughout the last very tough 2 years. The 52 London theatres set a record in 2008 for their takings. They beat that record comfortably in 2009. And by the way, only a few hundred yards from where we are, listen to that, from where we are, where is it? Only a few hundred yards away, they are constructing the tallest building. What will be, you can see the floors rising week by week, they are constructing what will be the tallest building, never mind in London, it will be the tallest building in Europe, my friend. And I'm thinking of moving into it just for the view of France. And so, when you have those advantages, we are the only city in Europe, which has a young and growing population, by the way. The only big city in Europe which has a young and growing population. And so, when you have those natural advantages, our job here in City Hall is to give you guys, the wealth creators, the dynamos of the economy, the basic infrastructure, the seedbed that you need. And that is a question of getting some basic things right, isn't it? And the first duty of us, of me as mayor, is to fight crime, make the place safe. And it is fantastically safe. And I say to all investors in London, everybody doing business, you know, New York is now safer than it's ever been. But you're 4 times more likely, I'm afraid, to be murdered in New York. You are in Paris, it is safer than Amsterdam. We have gone through a great deal of trouble and expense, as some of you may have observed, to put uniformed crime fighters on our buses. Sometimes it's difficult to get on the buses to send people in high vis. The result is that crime on buses is down 18% in the first year, is now down a further 10% during my America. I'm very proud of that. Public transport is extremely safe in London, and by making some very simple savings, as we're doing across the whole of the GLA budget, we're able to invest in things that really matter to Londoners. And I'm thinking about the 12,000 affordable homes that we've built in the last year, and of course the new Victorian age that we're going through. I'm not exaggerating, the new Victorian age of public sector investment in transport infrastructure. This city has really seen nothing like it.